the 25th of November 2022, the Irish National Stud Kildare. Now this is an announcement about the mayor's at the breeder stock sale. We were at the breeder stock sale last Friday the 18th and last Saturday the 19th of November in Goffs. There were 7 mares were saved or weren't that are coming back next year, and some have been sold. 5 are sold, and 7 mares are coming back next year, next season. This is just an announcement now to let you know who's coming back next year and who's are being sold. But there are 7 mares that are coming back. So the 7 mares that are coming back are Love Street, Cross the Sea, Gift from Heaven, Gift from Heaven was withdrawn. Gift from Heaven was withdrawn. Badara was withdrawn. Simona is coming back. Veronica Falls is coming back. Numerical Knowing You is coming back, and Numerical Dream Away is coming back. Dream Away is coming back. How many is that?
Forget.
You're losing count now. Okay, I'll start that again. Love Street, Gift from Heaven, Knowing You, Veronica Falls, Dream Away, Cross the Sea, and
Bulldara?
Bulldara.
7.
The 7. So all of those are coming back next year. So all of them are saved. And Bulldara and Gift from Heaven, both of them were withdrawn. And so I'm relieved about Bulldara. I'm very relieved about Bulldara. So they're the ones that are coming back next season. So there were 5 mares that were sold, and I'm literally heartbroken about the mares that were sold. Literally heartbroken. I was literally in floods of tears. I literally broke down. There were 2 very difficult days for me. Both of them were two of them were very very difficult days for me. Both of them were very difficult days for me. Thankfully I had Georgian on my side on Saturday. She came on the Saturday sale, and so we had Winnietta. She sold on the Monday, not the Monday, on the Friday. On the Friday the 18th. She sold on the first day. She sold for the 80,000. She's involved to Invincible Spirit. Now I think that's the main reason why she sold for that price, the 80,000. I think that's what she sold for the highest price of all the 5 mares, 80,000. I think that's the reason why she sold for that price, is because she was involved to Invincible Spirit. 80,000. Winnietta. She's a real dark, real jet black mare, really black beauty. The lean pants are very beautiful too, by the way. Really.
Yeah.
Really beautiful, really
one of my favourite horses in here.
What?
One of my favourite horses in here.
Well, one's Lean's favourite horses, really jet black, charcoal black, and Winnietta. And the other ones that were sold were Starbright and Vanilliquince. Vanilliquince and Starbright, I think, only went for 1,000. I don't understand why they went for 1,000. No, that's 3. And there was a mare called, I kept calling her Runaway Giant for the last 5 years, and she's actually a mare that's not exactly what you call sociable, very, very friendly, and she never said hello to me, not once for the whole 5 years that we've been there. And a miracle happened at the Goffs breeder stock sale on the Friday and on the Saturday. A total miracle happened. She actually let me say hello to her. She actually let me give her nose a stroke a few times, and we had a lovely chat, and she whispered her, and she let me say hello to her a few times. And it was a total miracle. I never got near her. I never got that close to her at all when she was here in the stud. I never got near her when she was here at the stud. Not once did I ever get near her. She wouldn't even let me go near her. And I was calling her Runaway Giant for the 5 years that she was here, and I never even noticed her name on the wall when we were in Goffs. I only noticed her name when I looked at the photographs. Her name is Runway Giant, R-U-N-W-A-Y, Runway, as in the road. Now, I never knew that until I saw her name on the wall in Goffs. I never knew that her name was Runaway Giant. I was trying to look her up on my tracker, and I was searching under Runaway Giant. And I was wondering why I could never find her, or why the tracker didn't recognise her name. So I was actually spelling her name wrong. So I was actually pronouncing her name wrong for the last 5 years here. It's Runaway Giant, not Runaway Giant. And she's the daughter of Giant's Causeway. So, and this Lauren was there, and she said, I wouldn't be offended by if I were you, because she's not exactly what you'd call social or very friendly. She's not exactly very friendly. So there you go. So she's another one. So Runaway Giant. So that's Winnietta, Starbright, Vanilliquins, Runaway Giant, and Wild Step. They're the 5 mares that were sold. Wild Step is another good friend of mine. Wild Step. I've known Wild Step for a very long time now. I know Starbright and Vanilliquins. Vanilliquins. I know Vanilliquins. Did this what happened? I knew this would happen. Sorry folks, I knew this would happen. Sorry. I knew this would happen. Vanilla. We have a very strong connection, very strong close relationship, very strong bond. We share so much together. She's very affectionate. She's always licking my hand. She's very sociable. She always come over to the fence to say hello to me. She always lick my hand, and licking is kissing. The kiss I won't be fucked. She's very affectionate. She's always very sociable. She's very friendly mare. We have a very close relationship. She's a very, 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 very friendly mare. I just loved her so much. She's very, very special. I've known her since we came to the stud. We first came to the stud 2017, but the closest I got to her was her name and her tag. I never had any association with her 2017. The closest I got to her was her name and her tag. I got Liam to zoom into her name. I only saw her name when I watched back the video at home on the day that I got Liam to zoom in her name. The actual day that we were at the nurseries, she's at nursery 1 on the actual day that we were filming. When I got her to zoom in her name, and I saw this bay mare in nursery 1, and I got Liam to zoom in to her name. And on the day that we were filming the actual mare, I watched it back at home, and I looked at the moment when Liam zoomed into her name, and I saw her name for the very first time, and it said Vanilliquins. So that's the closest I got to her in 2017 was her name. Well, I didn't have any association with her until the following year, 2018. So we've been had a very close relationship ever since, right up to this year. A lot of great associations with her, lovely times with her back in June, July, August, right up to around July, I think was the last time I saw her at the stud. The July, the nursery. In nursery 2, nursery 2 I think was my last association with her, and I saw her in the distance again in number 10, and she came over to the fence, and I was trying to get her attention, but she would come over to say hello. I had a bit of a disagreement, or I wasn't really giving that to her, but she got the impression that I was giving that to her, because she bit into a foal when she was in nursery 2, a foal next door to her. There was a foal in nursery 1, I think it was the foal by the Bailey. I think it was LaBelle's foal, and she bit into the foal, and I said, did you see that? Did you see that, Liam? She bit into the foal, and I called her naughty, but she kind of took it out the wrong way. She thought I was being given out to her, and then ever since that time I never got any more association with her, any more of my licks, or no licks from her, or any hellos from her. She kind of turned her back away from me, or she was ignoring me, and then I wasn't getting any licks from her in Goffs. She came over to say hello to me, but I wasn't getting my normal licks from her that I used to get when she was in the stud. Before that happened, before that incident happened. So, but I am literally heartbroken that she's gone, and she's gone to a stud called Kilbrack, Kilbrack stud, where I haven't got a clue where the hell that Kilbrack stud is.
It's in Waterford.
It's in Waterford somewhere, but I can't find any website or any email address for her, so I have no way of contacting her or anything like that. There's no number or nothing. I have no way of contacting her or anything whatsoever. So, but her stable is quite big. She has a very big stable. It's nice and roomy stable anyway. She seems settled. You know, she only got settled in the other day. Apparently, it was very late. She only got in the other day. It was quite late. The sale was last weekend. So, but I am a little heartbroken because I'm in touch with the owner of Starbright. I'm in touch with Starbright's owner, so which is something, at least is a positive. So she's going to keep me posted on her, keep updates on her progress. And she's involved to Lisa Pimpernel, one of the stallions up here, the half brother or the full brother to Palvacino. But anyway, so they're the mares that are being sold and the mares that are coming back next year. So the five mares that were sold were Winnie at Phililoquence, Runway Giant, who did I say? Winnie at Runaway Giant, Vanilliquins, Starbright and Wild Step. They're the five ones that were sold. And you already know the other ones, I already mentioned it before. So, but anyway, so I'm so glad that I have Love Street back and Across the Sea. Across the Sea, I was only getting to know. I've only met her for the first time this year. So I'm actually glad that I still have Across the Sea. She's the daughter of DeBowie. So anyway, folks, I just thought I'd let you know all that information. And I was going to do this announcement at the nurseries. I was going to do this. I would have preferred to do this announcement at the nursery paddocks, but I forgot to do it at the nursery. So I thought I'd do it here instead. I would have preferred to do it at the nursery paddocks because it would be more appropriate. But I'm here at the stallion stables, paddocks, stables. I would have preferred to do it at the nurseries because after all, they are. It is an announcement about the mares. But after all, well, mares do cover with stallions, I suppose, because they do cover with stallions. But anyway, I just thought I'd let you know the information about the mares and the breeder stock sales. So I just thought I'd keep you up to date on how it went and stuff, and who's coming and who was sold. So, but I am literally devastated about those mares that have been sold. So, but anyway, at least some of my mare friends have been saved, including Baldara and Across the Sea. So anyway. But I wish all the other mares that are sold all the very best of luck in their future, and I'm really going to miss them all. So thank you, folks.